Hello everyone! We have got some news! So this is a collab with Cypress. We're going to show some other stuff, some models in the app, which gives a lot more context. I am going to be neutral in this video. I will, if eventually when we see the physical bays, I'll probably change. And if the physical bays and whatever seem good, then I will either say, hey, that's pretty good. Or if it sucks, whatever, then it sucks and whatever. What I will say is that we can't be negative, but we also cannot kiss up to Hasbro until we actually get it. Now, to address, the new system is going to be called Quad Drive. As you have seen with the listings, QD constantly appears. What's QD? Quad Drive. Sounds like something for Nerf.
No.
That's their marketing team. They got the Nerf guys in. All right, so we're gonna call it Quad.
Zankye announced it's Quad Drive.
Yeah, that's what the launcher looks like. And the launchers, okay, well, the launcher I can talk about.
And orange, like Cyclone. Yeah.
Yeah, so to talk about the launcher, I was kind of hoping they were going to do it like TT with the customization, because that was kind of sick. It's just the dual threat. That's it. And I want to be talking about this with my father. There is a price raise in the products. I think when we get...
There was a commitment from both TAKARA, TOMY and from Hasbro to get rid of all the plastics on their packaging. Hopefully, we'll see that.
Now, this is going to be a good and a bad thing. Now, before you mean, what do you mean it's going to be a good or a bad thing? Now, the thing is, before, we could get a clear idea of what these Hasbro bays look like, because we could visually see it. But if it's just going to be box art, it's going to give us less of an idea. So, now to go over, we have Berserk and Wrath Fafnir. $3 more on the launcher set. Can't wait to see that in Canadian. US dollars. All this is in US. So Berserk and Wrath Fafnir is pretty interesting. Now, there's also another one that says Wrath 2, so I'm assuming that's an evolution, and Wrath is a dual spin base, maybe? So, wait, don't they already have Berserker Roktavor? Isn't that Berserk? Wait, so hold on. So what is that name? I've searched it. So is that the Girl Blader's name and they just like localized it weird, or what is that? Wrath Fafnir, whatever. All right. So moving on to our next one. How do you say this one? The Baldarov one. So this one's a cool one, but I want to talk. How do you say the? I said glided by accident because I can't read.
No.
Is Gilded, right?
Yes. So is it? It's Gilded Baldarov. This is Baldur.
So what's really cool, so this one's kind of sick. Well, I mean, okay, it's like 50-50 because they never did the original dual layers, but if you want backstory, they originally did in the Beyblade Micros Materios and Baldarov, and they never released them. And it does suck they never released the original ones, and I would have loved it if they did it. But we are getting an evolution to Baldur. Now, I've said in a video, I want an evolution to Baldur, so if Hasbro's doing it, I'll take it. And Magma Roktavor R7. So it seems that since the bays have had a lack of quality compared to their original Japanese counterpart, right?
Yeah.
And it seems that, you know, overall Hasbro has not been doing a good job, and they're probably just going to do Pro Series a lot later on, that they're going to, instead of doing quality, they're going to do quantity this time around. So if they want to do quantity with this stuff, like they were lacking in Surge, then I'll take it, because they're very behind on Pro Series, but we'll get to that. So the Magma sounds interesting. All right, what's the next one? Oh yeah, Cyclone Roktavor, we've already talked about. So what's the next one? Wrath Cobra C7. So I do believe, unless this is an error, Wrath would be a dual spin quad base? Quad drive base? Whatever. So now I don't want to sound like I'm hating on it, but why evolve Cobra again? Like, first it's not even Cobra, it's Hydra, but why evolve it? Why not Orpheus or like literally the cool Hasbro exclusive, or Marigna? Why, like, Vanish Fafnir, Destruction Belfyre? I suck at pronouncing, I'm sorry. How do you say it? Belfyre? Now I understand. Now I understand that.
Belfyre, but I don't know if
He-
it is spelled in here.
No, it sounds like localization.
Belfyre?
Like Valtryek, or what does that mean? Well, now I understand that Belial got localized, and that's fine. I think that changing Dynamite to Destruction is kind of dumb. Oh, they don't want explosives in the name. No, it's still a stupid name, so it's either if they had a reason or they didn't have a reason. It was a dumb rename for the Blade was a dumb name. Whatever. If they have to rename the Bay because of obviously the context that the name is with, fine, I'll take it. But Destruction, no. Moving on. Now this one's pretty cool. Stone. Now obviously I'm assuming they mean Noctimus. Stone. I'm just gonna say it. Stone Noctimus and obviously Destruction Ifritor, because we saw it in the app. So that's like 2 new evolutions right there. And the Cyclone Fury String Launcher set, which is $22.99. And lastly, the QD Bay Stadium, which the dimensions is similar to the stadiums you've gotten before, like the red one, the blue one, the orange one. Okay, we're gonna go over the stuff. We have Cyclone Roktavor. Just gonna speed it up. Yeah, there you go. So it looks pretty hollowed out, but does it? Let me take a look at my actual Cyclone real quick. I don't see the holes for the wings. There's supposed to be little screws right there. You could just say maybe they didn't mold it in. All right, that's pretty fair. Nah, I'm pretty sure that they don't have the screws there. So I don't know. A big thing going into DB, and I'm saying this right now, is that if the layers do not have the gimmicks, and this is a Hypersphere 2.0, I'm gonna go crazy. Even if it has low and high mode, which it seems extremely likely, because of the fact that Cyclone has the modeled on 6, and then after Vanish has the modeled on 3, but the Dynamite, Ifritor has modeled on 6. And if you even look at in the app too, it seems very, very likely that we will get the low and high mode. Because why else would they even design the whole DB discs like that if it wasn't just going to be like that? If I am proven wrong and it does not have it, then it'll suck. But I am very confident in saying it will have the low and the high mode. So they don't show anything else. Oh, this is the new launcher. So this is the quad drive. So it is just a dual threat, which is, if the string and everything is improved in the mold, then I guess it's fine. So going over, where's my mouse? That shows it around. It's like a typical string. So side view. Has the same slots and everything, and there's like a little switch. Yeah, you can see R and L, there's a little switch. So, quad drive.
Official name.
Thanks,
Zankye, you're the best.
And Cypress. So, let's keep it going. Yeah, there's nothing else. Oh, Larry. Oh, up. Dude, what is that? Hold on, that's the new disc. That's the new disc. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna play it normal. So that's the new disc, but I don't know why the disc is called a dash. That's the most confusing thing. It's called a dash, but it's not actually a dash, which I don't get. So, I mean, it looks interesting. Like, if they're gonna do, like, DB exclusive discs, that's cool, but I do hope they weigh something. Like I said back with Rise, that just because Hasbro is doing these exclusive discs does not mean that if it's gonna be something cool if they weigh nothing. Like, if these discs are not touching that weight that it needs to be, then they are very pointless. Shows a better look at the Roktavor. Like, I don't know why they would go through such an effort just to have it like that if it wasn't going to be. The only thing that's going to be different between the DB chorus from Hasbro and TET is, you know how, like, for Ragnarok, there's that blue part attached to the chip? So that part is just going to be fused onto the blade. It's just going to be the middle part that's just going to still be there, which, use with that information as you will. I do hope it is handled appropriately and well. Alright. Anything else? So this is the crazy part. Let's get to this one. So at first I thought, no, that can't be massive. That has to be Fugal. And then you see the M. So what's going on here? What's going on there, buddy? Also, if you notice the performance tip, they're all very weird. They're like rounded, so it's like Hypersphere 2.0. What is the point of it? It's like Hypersphere and also Speedstorm because it's tall? Like, how does this work? Is it maybe gonna be something like you can customize it? I have no idea. If maybe that's the secret of the quad system. Maybe you can customize the performance tips. That would be cool. This is like speculation. I don't get it. How is that massive? It doesn't make any sense. It's... Am I crazy? How is it massive? What do you think?
Maybe.
I don't know. So we're gonna... It doesn't make any sense. It's... No, I think you have to customize it because it looks like you could. Because there are little parts there. Now, if you could custom... Now, that'd be pretty sick if you could. I think it would make sense. Like, you could probably customize... Well, let me see. Let me see if I'm speculating out of my mind there. For the Ifritter. So that is Dynamite Ifrit. Here. So I gotta point this out, because if I don't say it, it is the kind of a bootleg design of Perseus. I don't like the design of the chip. I mean, it's cool, but it is... I don't know. So, when is it gonna... Oh, let me get my actual dynamite while I talk about this, because I'm curious if it has the slots for the F gear or not. We're gonna figure this out as we go in the video. I mean, you know, the design looks okay, right? Honestly, I just hope it does. So, let's just speed it up. I don't... in the comments, do you see the slots? I can't see it. And it does have the 6 there, so I'm guaranteed you can change the armors. If you can switch it, that'd be cool. It's so hard to tell. I am curious how they're going to handle F gear and all that stuff, or if it's just going to be like another thing you have to buy and it's permafuse, which seems likely. Could it maybe be just the armor thing is covering it? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, that's the Nexus disc. No, it is definitely smaller than the TT one. I am still curious if you can get the S gear locked into that. That would be pretty cool. Hopefully you still could. Oh, so let's go over this. This is supposed to be... What is the shape on that? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the assault tip. Which, I guess it is. Look at it. They got such a weird design. I'm so curious on the gimmick, because the shape is basically just circular like Hypersphere, so it's not very creative on the thing. I do hope that this does retain the gimmick of the rubber, and I'm talking about all rubber. If I see any fools that praise Hasbro because, oh, they included the rubber, but it's not all the rubber, I'm going to get so upset. It better have all the rubber on it. If this thing is plastic, I'm gonna lose it. I'm really gonna lose it. There's no way that they learned from Mirage that they should include the rubber and then they don't do it. Surely Hasbro's not that dumb. Surely. They gotta be smart, man. It's gotta just be maybe some lighting thing in the app. I refuse. Alright, so the TP disc is the same idea. It literally just looks like TT, but just like small. I mean, it's gonna be interesting, I guess. Now, let's go to Extend Plus. Boy, what is that? And that is Extend Plus. I thought it was Kick. It's not. So why is it a mistake that they gave it to Fafnir in the app? Does it actually have Extend Plus? Because that's obviously not Extend Plus like how it should be, but you can tell from the design. But it's the same shape, so is that like a modeling error? Or what is it? I guess maybe we don't know. Is there anything else? Launcher. Alright, so basically what we've learned so far from the tip system is that it's mysterious, I suspect, we're going to go back to this. I suspect it is going to be a system where maybe you can customize it, but if you can't and they just have the shapes like that, then I don't know. I think either way, the pirate ships, the performance tips don't really have shapes that look all that much in variety. I'm very confused, to be honest. Maybe when we get more context, this will make more sense. For the performance tip system, I'm not impressed. For the discs, thumbs up, but it has to have good weight. And for the rest of the stuff, let's hope they do it good. I'm gonna try to give Hasbro faith, but if when the time the products come out, or we get more info and we find out if certain things are getting cut, you know, I'm not gonna be happy. I hope they can do this new series well, and I am really getting tired of people saying, oh my god, guys, Hasbro learned from their mistakes. Oh, look at this. Oh, this, that. Oh, Hasbro's so good, guys. Oh, blah, blah, blah. We gotta look at this objectively, because I want this to be good, because DB is such an important system. It's so creative and everything, and I'm just gonna be hurt if I see it downgraded so bad. Well, that's it for now. When more info comes, we'll talk about it. Thanks for watching. Bye!